Chapter 3A.3, the endocrine system. How does the endocrine system, the body's slower information system, transmit its messages? So far, we have focused on the body's speedy electrochemical information system. Interconnected with your nervous system is a second communication system, the endocrine system, figure 3.11. The endocrine system's glands secrete another form of chemical messengers, hormones, which travel through the bloodstream and affect other tissues, including the brain. When they act on the brain, they influence our interest in sex, food, and aggression. Some hormones are chemically identical to neurotransmitters, those chemical messengers that diffuse across a synapse and excite or inhibit an adjacent neuron. The endocrine system and nervous system are therefore close relatives. Both produce molecules that act on receptors elsewhere. Like many relatives, they also differ. The speedy nervous system zips messages from eyes to brain to hand in a fraction of a second. Endocrine messages trudge along in the bloodstream, taking several seconds or more to travel from the gland to the target tissue. If the nervous system's communication delivers messages rather like email, the endocrine system is the body's postal mail. But slow and steady sometimes wins the race. Endocrine messages tend to outlast the effects of neural messages. That helps explain why upset feelings may linger, sometimes beyond our thinking about what upset us. It takes time for us to simmer down. In a moment of danger, for example, the autonomic nervous system orders the adrenal glands on top of the kidneys to release epinephrine and norepinephrine, also called adrenaline and noradrenaline, in our fight or flight response. These hormones increase heart rate, blood pressure, and blood sugar, providing us with a surge of energy. When the emergency passes, the hormones and the feelings of excitement linger a while. The endocrine system's hormones influence many aspects of our lives: growth, reproduction, metabolism, mood, working with our nervous system to keep everything in balance while we respond to stress, exertion, and our own thoughts. The most influential endocrine gland is the pituitary gland, a pea-sized structure located in the core of the brain, where it is controlled by an adjacent brain area, the hypothalamus, which you will hear more about in Unit 3B. The pituitary releases hormones that influence growth, and its secretions also influence the release of hormones by other endocrine glands. The pituitary, then, is a sort of master gland, whose own master is the hypothalamus. For example, under the brain's influence, the pituitary triggers your sex glands to release sex hormones. These, in turn, influence your brain and behavior. This feedback system, brain, pituitary, other glands, hormones, brain, reveals the intimate connection of the nervous and endocrine systems. The nervous system directs endocrine secretions, which then affect the nervous system. Conducting and coordinating this whole electrochemical orchestra is that maestro we call the brain. Before you move on, ask yourself, can you remember feeling an extended period of discomfort after some particularly stressful event? How long did those feelings last? Test yourself 3. Why is the pituitary gland called the master gland?